Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. This is B with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your weekly elemental fire game reading, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. All right, your cards are pulled. Before I get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all of that information is in the description box below. Keep in mind we're running our summer sale, 30% off all tarot readings. Just visit our website, www.PharaohsTarot.com. Select the reading that you would like, then head on over to checkout. The coupon is already applied. You can only book through our website, all right? So let's tap in. So you have the, you know what? There was two cards I wanted to pull for extra cards that I want to pull, but I'm going to use another deck, low-key. No, we're just going to ride with this. Because y'all energy has been just like, yeah, I've been going through a lot. 'Cause I see this 10 of Wands there. So let me see. All right, yeah. So I like to pull before so I can just dive right into it. So that was my bad, y'all. But okay, I needed those extra two though. Thank you for your being patient. So we have the Hanged One, the Chariot, the 10 of Wands, the Strength, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah, so Divine was really working with you because you moving into a new space. Maybe it was a lot more than you thought. Maybe whatever it was, it required a lot more of you than you anticipated. Okay, if it was a new job, there was more responsibilities. If it was a new relationship, it was requiring more of you to grow, to get rid of the baggage of your past with this hangman energy, hang one energy, the Chariot, 10 of Wands, Strength card, and the Knight of Wands. But you see, you go from this 10 to the 1, so that's not, so maybe something was wounded in you, the wounded warrior. You was, like I said, you was carrying a lot of baggage, and so you decreased it to just, or maybe just one thing that you wanted to do. It's like, the Divine significantly helped you get your confidence back, okay? And they were helping you through this, this trial. Maybe you had to fight your way through it. Maybe you were dealing with a lot of drama. Maybe you were dealing with a lot of mental anguish. Perhaps you were needed to move into a new space and you couldn't really figure out where to start or what you needed to do. You knew you wanted better, but you couldn't quite come to terms with how to achieve victory. You just knew you wanted victory. And so the Divine was helping you. And with this Knight, you came out, but you came out with a... maybe your status was decreased, so maybe it's like getting a job and then being like, okay, this is not for me, it's too much going on. And then so you leave the situation, so maybe you take a lesser role in terms of but you have less responsibility, you have more peace. Maybe you were attracted to something because of like how it looked, or the money, or if it was a person, it was something like that. They had some status, but it came with a lot of stuff. And yeah, and the Divine helped you see it from another perspective and moved you into a place of more peace. But you got the 9 of Swords here, so you were still wondering, did I make the right decision? Did I do this? Did I do that? And so I feel like maybe you were dealing with some deep wounding internally with this 9 of Swords and this Knight of Wands. You move a little too quickly. I feel like Tigers, I would be helpful for you to keep focused. You don't focus on things long enough to see them all the way through to completion, and I feel like that's what the Divine was trying to get you to see here. Amethyst would be helpful also for your psychic protection, as well as breaking addictions. It's not just substances, it's also patterns and ways of operating. If you're doing something over and over and it's not working, that's a pattern, that's an addictive train of thought, and so you need to like get new neuron connections. You have the 3 of Cups with the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, because of this energy of being betrayed, heartbroken, it sort of made you so it was a blessing, and it was a blessing and a curse in terms of it made you more clear about what you wanted. You were more direct and upfront about certain things, but at the same time, I'm really getting from this Queen of Swords, it made you a little cold. It made you a little cold, Sag, and with this Four of Cups, it may have even made you a little hardened your heart to not accept even the beautiful things that the divine was trying to show you. Okay, but you maybe were still, maybe you recorded with somebody still in the past, or still connected to some toxic energy. Maybe you were keeping them around in your energy. Could be a Capricorn, or this could be the energy of some sort of soul tie. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about soulmates, and some of y'all are like twin flames and stuff like that, but maybe this was a false flame. You know, maybe the situation wasn't, it was abusive mentally, emotionally, and physically, sending you a lot of love. Or this could have been like a toxic workplace or something like that, and you would stand with it, you know, just because it's taking care of your livelihood, and, you know, you didn't want to leave. Could have been a lot of gossip involved with the people there with this Three of Cups. Maybe people who you thought you was cool with, and they just turned out to not be that. Something like that. But, you have the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Yep. As soon as you walked away, you got clarity on what it was. Maybe your energy was being drained or something like that, and you couldn't really figure out, why am I tired? Why am I so stressed out? Why am I trying to figure all this stuff out? Why do I feel sad? Why? And the divine was like, yeah, you were locked in with the wrong situation. This is a major arcana. So this is like an energy of toxicity. Okay, this isn't like one thing happening every now and then. No, this is like almost like a way of being, a way of life. So maybe you were breaking the toxic pattern that extended past just the recent. Maybe it's a childhood wounding that caused you to stay in relationships with people that weren't good for you, stay in situations that weren't healthy for you. I want to say that's a trait of a Sagittarius. Sagittarius does have a lot of loyalty. They will really help you through anything. And so maybe you felt like you were seeing a lot of illusions, because where you saw friendship, I'm really getting a lot of jealous energy. But you're a protector. You want to protect your mind. You want to protect your crown chakra. Something about that. But you're not going to let yourself be emotionally manipulated anymore. So you got the Five of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the King of Wands. This is a whole period, Sad. This is like you leveling up. Okay? You maybe you go from feeling left out and alone, and you use that to kind of make you a boss. Right? You when there's Two of Pentacles right here, and there's three, so there's some sort of partnership that's going to happen that you have prepared yourself for. You start seeing your value and your worth. You start to realize that you know what you have an abundant energy about you. Perhaps if you were having financial troubles, it wasn't the amount of resources that was coming in, it was the way you were allocating them, so you became more financially savvy. And if it was relationship wise, you had to just really stand on business and like get yourself together and realize that you have to value yourself more than the relationships that you were putting yourself in. Okay, it's one thing to attract someone who doesn't value you, but it's another thing to stay there. Okay, and you were taking responsibility. In the Six of Cups with the King of Wands, it's like this energy of coming back stronger than before. Like maybe you're going back to visit family and you like really leveled up. You stepped in this King of Wands energy, and people almost don't recognize you just because you're so confident in yourself now. Or this could be you going back to someone from your past, or maybe some of y'all go back to like reunions, and like maybe you wasn't the most popular person, but now here you are out and popping. It's like a status, or this is like a love situation where maybe you weren't ready before. You had a lot of trauma to work through before, but now you're ready to like stand in your power and be confident. And so you have the Death card, Seven of Swords, the Star, Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so this major transformation that you are going through is going to help you see through the nonsense. It's going to help you see through the BS, the shenanigans, and the deception that people try to hide, like covertly do. It's like you level up so much. It's going to help you see like who really wants to be with you, be around you, befriend you for who you are, or who just wants you now that you popping. You're a star now. People are drawn to you. Maybe you're out in the public eye, or this newfound energy, your light glowing from within. So, you know, you're going to attract a lot of people, and you're going to be able to see it because you went through this process. The divine will not give you a blessing to let it destroy you, okay? That's what the devil does, all right? That's low vibrational energy. They'll give you whatever you want to let you destroy yourself. The divine took you through this so that you will be ready for this next level. You will be strong enough. You will have the spiritual practices in place. You will have the practical practices in place in terms of financial literacy, making adequate business moves, learning how to deal with conflict, not just firing off and feeding the fire. It's like, you know, you want to show up as this mature being, and the divine said, okay, this is the path you're going to have to go through. But guess what? Something's going to come in. It's going to be such a surprise. This Ace of Cups is going to come out of nowhere. It's like miracle energy. Something's going to be so fulfilling. It's going to change your status. It's going to change you from being single to being in a relationship. It's going to change you from working alone to working with someone else of equal caliber. It's going to seemingly come out of nowhere higher for you. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but this could be a marriage. This could be building a LLC, corporation, starting a school with someone or something like that. Starting some kind of business, like having the keys, like two energies coming together to evolve higher. Okay, you got the Temperance. There you are showing up with the Five of Wands. Yeah, we kind of alluded to that earlier. Some sort of conflict is going to come. But fam, you and King of Swords, you like, come on now. Peanuts to an elephant. Like, I saw it coming. I'm not going that way. Like, some people may be trying to draw you back into their drama, draw you into little petty fights. Just be mindful of that. Steer clear of it. Now is not the time to be arguing with people. You got too much to lose. You work too hard. Let the divine with this temperate energy balance your emotions. Keeping grounding yourself in the AM before you step out. It's like whatever religious you are, it's like putting on the full armor of God. Like, you literally put on peace. You literally put on, like, what is it? The sword of truth. What is the helmet of salvation? Like, knowing who you are, knowing that you are protected and loved and cherished, and you operate differently when you know that you're royalty. And so it's like that energy of suiting yourself up energetically before you head outside, okay? And so that's really important, because there's going to be a lot of different, like, conflict and distractions that are going to come. Think about it. You know, when you're not popping, nobody's really paying attention, but as soon as you get on the scene, everybody's gunning for you. Everybody wants to be in your energy, even if it's not in a high vibrational way. Some people just want to be around you just to say, like, oh, I was beefing with... It's a weird energy. It's low vibrational. It's petty, but, you know, we don't judge. We just keep it moving. And so you got the Justice with the Nine of Wands energy, okay? Yeah, you will have victory over whatever has hurt you in the past, okay? Something that makes you, it may be talking it out with someone, maybe someone that you are partnering with, someone that is very grounded. This could be... I don't know, something about, what is that? Cleansing? Some sort of cleansing energy is going to come through. You got Libra energy, but it's like, they're highlighting Six of the Wands. So this is like divine justice and karma coming in. You don't have to be afraid to, like, reach out to open your heart, to go for what it is that you want any longer. Okay, but and you don't accept anything less. You got the Three of Wands on the side here that they're holding on to. So you're literally waiting on your manifestation and going into the direction of what you want. Yeah, you blocking out all of that conflict. Okay, thank you. The divine will fight your battles for you. Let divine justice, let karma come in and handle those, you know, those folks who just want to store up drama. When you try to match that energy, you literally lower your vibration, and then you open yourself up to all the stuff that they have going on. And it's like this energy of people who live on the lower realm. You can never beat that energy, because that's where they live. That's what they live for. Okay, so don't even tap into it. Just vibe high. Don't let your ego get drawn into that nonsense. But yeah, you got the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, High Priestess, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So yeah, this could, with the Lovers and the Four of Swords, so this could be a connection that required healing, or this could be a connection that is going to be healing. But you got matches all the way around here, all right? You got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this is like a match. I almost said a match made in heaven, in terms of like stability and prosperity, emotional maturity. it's either you or them, whatever. If it's a business situation, y'all are both very intuitive, very in sync, have the equal, are able to invest. You got the king and the queen here. Come on now, with the lovers, it's giving soulmate, it's giving power couple potentially, or is this giving a business partnership that's going to be beautiful, or a friendship that's going to feed you, like, you know, sisterhood, brotherhood, the homie for real. So it's something like that. I'm going to pull, you got earth on the bottom. Yeah, time to ground yourself. Stay grounded. Get out in nature. Settle your energies. Maybe even wear grounding jewelry, because you on your way up. I'm gonna pull a Shaman Oracle card for y'all. While I do, like the video, please. Share and subscribe and join our community. We'd love to have you. We go live over on TikTok, so join us over there. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Okay, maybe some of y'all need to be fasting right now because there's some sort of kundalini awakening. And I see the corn with the water. Yeah, abundance is going to flow. Abundance is going to flow quite quickly, and so you want to be prepared for it. So you want to have systems in place for when what you want to manifest happens. It's like preparing for the overflow, preparing for abundance. If literally right now, or when you wake up, whenever you're watching this, you got the blessing that you want, you got the manifestation. They're like, okay, I need you to start tomorrow, I need you to start right now, or here's this deposit right now, boom, boom. Do you have the structure in place to be able to just go and do what you need to do? Okay, and if not, take those steps, because whatever is coming in is coming in quickly. With this corn in the water, it's really like it's only a matter of time. And so you have the sorcerer with the many paths and the seer. Yeah, do not the sorcerer with the seer, the sorcerer is sort of like lower vibrational energy, dark energy that you are overcoming, but you see the rainbow in the back. So this is something that can it's a struggle or a challenge or something that potentially sent to harm you, that's really going to illuminate your path and really going to maybe even like balancing out your chakras at this time would be helpful. But don't make choices from your lower nature. If you're feeling a little ornery that day, if you're feeling agitated, center yourself before you make a judgment or a decision. Every choice matters, okay? No matter how small, you never really know where that path will take you. So you want to operate from your higher self with the seer. You want to operate from your intuition. And the thing about intuition is trusting in yourself and trusting that you know the right path for you, and keeping in touch with the divine. Seeing the beauty even in the struggle, okay? We're not glorifying struggle, but if you are going through a hard time, you must see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you must be the light in the tunnel, okay? That's going to help illuminate your way. It's giving Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Maybe it's time for y'all to get more organized in your life, to get more grounded in the way that you communicate, become more diplomatic, speak like a leader, because you are a leader, all right? Because there's going to be a choice to make. Right, we got the king and the queens. Maybe it's time for you to say what you need to say to someone or some institution or something like that. Now is the time. You know it intuitively. You know it. All right. So hopefully this was helpful, Sag. So much love and light to you. Namaste.